Like, you ever play paintball or airsoft or anything like that?
Bro, yes.
Oh, I mean, if you've ever run up on somebody,
that shit hurts, dog.
Like when I run up on somebody,
tell you that like that.
And airsoft,
Thanks,
there's
Arian,
no aiming. It's just like,
yeah, you spraying. Yeah, you spray.
You're spraying.
Bro, so my first paintball experience was like, it was one of the homies was like, yo, we're gonna go grab some paintballs. And in your mind, it's like, yo, the paint just explodes on you. You're gonna have a good time with your fellas. And I was like, yeah, let's do that shit. But it was like, yo, wear long sleeves, so because it could sting a little bit. I was like, it makes sense. It's like a gun. And so we all shooting, and all of a sudden, my dude catches me in the shoulder, and it's just like a yap. And I was like, fuck this. I threw my gun. I was like, bro, do not shoot me again. I'm out. I am fuck this game. Like, what? Big ass bruise on my shoulder. I was like, dog, why do we do this? Whose idea was this dumbass?
I've been pinned down by shots, right? They hit me. And it's like, all right, all I want to do is leave. So you stop shooting me, right? Yeah. But they're going to keep shooting me till I leave. And I can't leave because they're shooting me. And I've got a little bit of cover, like a fallen 6-inch tree that I'm ducking behind. And it's like, yeah, they think I'm cheating because they know they hit me. I know they hit me. All I want to do is stop being hit, but I don't want to stand up because they put a few extras in you.
Then you stick your hand up to show that you're out, and you catch like 6 off the knuckles in the back of the hand. That puts me in like the most furious mood. When you be mad. Because that's happened to everybody who plays paintball. That happened a million times on the trip where you try and surrender, and no, you just catch them all off. The fingers are the worst place. I hate that. Or the neck. The neck sucks.
Oh, the neck is horrible.
And then we play paintball when it's, I don't know, 115 degrees out. And they're like, here, Woody, here's like a padded sweater, some gloves, and a hat, and this and that. And it's like, I don't know what's worse, the heat exhaustion or the paintballs.
Yeah,
on our trip, we made that decision, remember? Because we all went out there like more in like jackets, like lighter jackets, and it was so hot within like 15-20 minutes. I think we all came back and we're like, I'll deal with the sting because we're gonna die out here.
I'd rather die. Fuck it, I'll pass out.
Was that the last time that you?
And they're gonna shoot me while I'm passed out because that
He's pretending to be dead.
That wasn't the last time I went. One more time, it was in 2016. I went. They convinced me to go again. It was like we trained together, so it was like a whole bunch of NFL dudes, and we went to like a real paintball course. And I was like, I remembered it vividly from last time, and so I was like, I'm gonna pad up. I'm gonna wear 2-3 sweaters. I was padded up. I got hit in the shoulder again. I was like, bro, fuck this shit. I'm out. That's why I sat out. It hurts, dog.
How are you getting hammered by like 350-pound guys, and then you get caught in the shoulder? You're like,
it's different. It's a different pain. It's sharp. It's anticipated. Like, so when you're on the football field, like, you know it's a sharper pain, and you know what kind of, you know how it's coming, you know when it's coming, you kind of expect it. This shit's like, if somebody's you just watching TV and somebody comes and like smacks you in the back of the head. Like, it might not hurt as bad, but you're just furious at the spontaneity of the fucking blow. It's just,
we played a lot of paintball. I grew up playing paintball, and my manager, she used to represent paintball fields, and so like the paintball field was paying me to come and do like events and like advertise on my YouTube channel, and I did definitely 1, maybe 2 like that. And after a while, I was like, let's just take all the money that they're paying me and use that for like flights and travel, and bring in like eight YouTubers, and like just get a huge event going on. So we started doing that instead. And so like Woody and Taylor and like half a dozen other YouTubers, we'd all go to this paintball field in Chicago, and we'd all make videos and stuff, get our fans to show up. So we'd get several hundred fans to show up, and we'd play in these big paintball scenario games where they play on like 100-acre field that's full of like towns and cities and obstacle courses, and there'd be like 600 people on each side fighting each other. It was just crazy paintball.
Nope.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, I love paintball.
Sounds amazing. Is there a way to make the guns like a little less, not like they fire really fast? So if you lessen the fire rate, it probably won't be as fun, right?
You could lower the velocity, but everybody's shooting wants to shoot as fast as they're allowed to shoot their gun, because the paintball has a big arc anyway, even at 280 feet per second. But if you're at 250, it's just like lobbing them in there. The rate of fire is kind of a problem because the guns, like the gun that I've got, the gun that Woody's got, it's just a machine gun. You know, it's shooting, just really spitting paintballs out. So when you get shot, you don't get shot once. You get shot 3 or 4 times. And if somebody panic fires you at close range, they might accidentally shoot you 10 fucking times. And if you're playing, like I said, it's 600 people versus 600 people. So you could easily get in a scenario where you make a left around the corner and you didn't know it, but there's like 8 guys over there. And all 8 of them are going to shoot at you 10 times. And accuracy is going to vary, but you could easily get shot fucking 20 times like that. Like, and you're just covered up. And like when you feel that pain, like where you've been shot like 10, 15 times in a split second, your body doesn't know how to compute it. Your body's like,
it's like your bees.
Body. It's like you got stung by a whole swarm of bees, and your body's just like, fuck. What did you do? Pain.
Yeah,
it doesn't even know how to say leg, arm, chest, ear. It's just like pain, pain, pain.
Yeah, I've never given up like in such a like because like there's no way to like you don't really want to cheat. Like in paintball, that's what I found. You don't want to be like, you don't want to get hit and continue playing because like once you hit, you're like, I fuck it. I said fuck it, and then like they keep shooting you. Fuck, that's just it's one of the worst feelings. Yes, my love. Sorry.
Airsoft hurts more. Airsoft is guns that look like real guns, and they shoot little plastic pellets, little plastic balls that are hard plastic. They're small though. Like paintball is 68 caliber, and I want to say that like airsoft is what, like 7 millimeter or 0.7 millimeter. They're tiny.
Yeah,
they're real fucking tiny. I can't even think of like what to compare them to, but they
BBs,
go 400
like
feet per second, bigger than BBs, maybe like twice as big as a BB, 3 times. But they're hard plastic, weighted plastic, and they go 400 feet per second, like 35% faster than a paintball. And
what's the point of those though? Because paintball is like obviously for like games and stuff. Like, what is it?
Airsoft's the same thing.
It's the same thing. The crowds tend to be a little more milsim
tactical.
You know, I was going to say tactical, but there's tactics in paintball. It's just more milsim tactics, where you know, you can shoot really straight and you can maybe snipe a bit farther. You dress like you would if you were in military combat. And
how do you know if you got hit though?
You'll know.
It hurts. So you know pretty, and you know the pain is a little interesting. Like if I were to hit your bare skin, I think it would hurt even more than a paintball. Having said that, floppy clothing like a jacket is way more effective against airsoft than it is against a paintball. Paintball, well, like a loose t-shirt, a paintball doesn't give a fuck about a loose t-shirt. It still hurts.
Fact. Found that
out. Airsoft does though. Like you really won't get hurt under a loose t-shirt. You know, if it's the part on your chest where it sits flush, it hurts. But if it's like the middle of your back, you're going to be fine. So sometimes you just like hear it's real distinctive, this like tick, tick, tick of it hitting your jacket. And you know you've been hit. But there's a bit of an honor system because...
Yeah, so that's what I was saying more.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't mark you.
But I've with the paintball, I feel like I'm lucky when I hit a guy. With airsoft, it's so much more... Like I had basically like an M4, if like a assault rifle. And I had a scope on it. And I could really hit what I was aiming at. And I'm just like shooting a rope at a guy and he's begging me to stop. And I was like, oh, this shit really works. You know? Whereas
the difference though, like in paintball, like people will wear like silly stuff and like brightly colored stuff. And I like that. It's kind of fun. Everybody's laid back. There's a lot of like dudes that play paintball. And a lot of people, I remember like,
it smells really skunky at the paintball place.
I was about to say, we were at the paintball place and Woody and I were walking off the field and I wanted some weed, but I'm in Chicago and I don't know where to get it. And I look and there's a paintball referee and dude's got hair coming down below his shoulders. He's got this big handlebar mustache. And I'm just like, let's go talk to this guy for a minute. I'm just like, hey man, I don't want to offend you, but you look like the kind of fellow that would know where the weed is. And he goes, yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. And like literally 3 hours later, he's in my hotel room with a big bag of weed.
That guy is a big entrepreneur too, right? Am I mixing my people?
You're definitely mixing your people up. This guy is a big pothead.
I think the guy that I'm thinking of is also a pothead, just an entrepreneurial one. I don't want to give away his whole thing, but you probably know.
Yeah.